Welcome back to Guitar of the Day at Norman's Rare Guitars. I'm Graham Houts, your host for today.
Woo!
And it is Stratter Day today.
Okay.
I'm going to be playing a Fender Stratocaster for you guys. And here with the SPEC check.
Hey. What's up?
You guys know this guy?
No, I don't even know who I am.
Looks familiar.
Yeah.
So
Is that Brandon Soriano?
It sure is. And you gotta say it that way from now on.
Brandon Soriano.
Yeah. Cool, man.
What am I going to play today, Brandon?
Graham, you're gonna play a super cool guitar today that I'm very excited to talk about. First of all, just take a look at the Fender Poodle case.
Ooh.
You know something good is in there. Unfortunately, it's not an original, but fortunately for your wallet, it's a really nice reissue. This is a Fender 54 reissue Strat. And not just any 54 reissue Strat. This is the 40th anniversary 54 reissue Strat.
Ooh.
So they made this bad boy in 1994, and we'll start by looking at the back here. 40th anniversary Stratocaster, 1994. What serial number is it? It is number 1071 of 1954. So they, yeah, isn't that cool? They made 1954 of these. And there are some distinct features that you would find in a 54 Strat. Brief history, 54 was the first year, first full production year of the Fender Stratocaster. So, you know, this is a harkening back to the very, very original Strats of the day. One main thing you'll see in the finish is that it's a two-tone sunburst as opposed to a three-tone sunburst, so you don't get that middle layer in there. Quite like the look of this. I really like the two-tone bursts. This is also going to be a single-ply pick guard, so you'll notice just the one white ply, no multi-ply, black and white, or anything like that. Just a single-ply guard. Bakelite plastics on these, so like, you know, the pickup covers. Bakelite was a very early plastic back in the day that actually went out of production mostly because it's very brittle, and over time it tends to disintegrate a little bit. So when you see original 54 Strats with Bakelite on them, very often it's disintegrated and damaged. So, you know, that's the old thing. So actually, I should have checked on that. I'm not sure if they're using like Bakelite proper on here or not because of that brittleness thing, but it certainly looks the part. This is also going to be a three-way switch instead of a five-way switch. So you're just getting neck, middle, bridge. You can still do the thing where you play the balancing act and you kind of balance it in between the two, and you're technically now getting the mixture sounds. But as far as like live playing goes, it's so easy to flick that, you know, not a lot of people really do that. This, of course, has the tremolo that we all know and love, and it comes with the ashtray, but underneath you get your traditional 54 style 6.6 saddle bridge. This is a maple neck on this guy, as all 50s Strats would be up until the very, very end. And on the back you're going to see your skunk stripe where they inlay the truss rod. And Graham, how would you describe the neck profile of this guitar?
It's big. It's chunky.
Yeah, chunky. Yeah. That's a good word for it. 50s guitars in general, chunky necks. You're going to get metal tuners on the back here too, which I love. And the tone is in the round string retainer. That is where the tone is stored, if anyone ever asks you. That's it. Yeah, this thing is killer. And back here you also get a little 1954 on the back plate as well, which is cool. Ever notice that the screws on the back of a Strat back plate are not right across from each other? They're diagonal. Does that like mess with anyone else's?
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah. Actually, one reason I guess might be that it's easy to tell a fake, because a lot of fakes get that wrong. Not that I want to give people advice on how to make fakes, but another thing too you might notice, it's not exactly related to those, but when you look through the holes that are right here, you'll see that they don't actually line up with the holes for the bridge on the other side, unless, and I'm coming around with the bar here, unless I depress, if I can do it, the tremolo bar, and now they're lined up. And that's because from the factory originally, these bridges were spec'd out to be floating, so they would have some space like that, and when they're floating the holes line up, but when they're decked, which is how a lot of people do it nowadays, the holes do not line up. So another little OCD thing on these Strats. Anyway, I've talked about it enough. This guitar is really killer. If you're into the vintage thing and you don't want to spend your life savings on a real one, then this is the way to go. Thing is awesome. It sounds really good. It looks really good, and Graham is going to take it out front.
And it is sweltering hot back here, guys. Let's go to the Ace air-conditioned room.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's your first Stratter Day.
This is my first
Graham's
Stratter.
first Stratter Day.
They made me a cake, actually. We're gonna eat it.
Let's go.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought you did. I thought that was...
Yeah, no, we got a cake. Yeah.
No, we did it.
We're out front with the 1994 Fender 40th Anniversary Stratocaster. And it's a 3-way pickup selector. So we're gonna start on just the neck pickup. We're going through a carved Viceroy amp today. So here we go, we're gonna start on the neck pickup. Now we're going to try out the middle pickup, and we turned on some overdrive for this one as well. Now finally we're going to do the bridge pickup. Keep on the overdrive for this one. And turn the tone all the way up as well. There you have it, the 1994 Fender Stratocaster 40th anniversary.
Bye.
And the audience, thank you very much.
What is wrong with it?
Graham.
Hey, Jay!